Hi there, Toby Smithson here with Diabetes Every Day. Thanks for joining me today. Remember to hit the subscribe button. I post a new video on diabetes management every week. There's a lot of discussion about plant-based eating along with research showing improvements in blood sugar, cholesterol, and blood pressure management. But what is plant-based? The answer is, well, there isn't one definition of a plant-based diet, but it can be described as more of a lifestyle. Plant-based can be simply adding more plant foods to your eating plan, or choosing a vegetarian eating plan that includes all or some of these food groups, dairy, eggs, and fish, or plant-based may be a vegan eating plan where there are no animal products consumed. As a dietitian, I'm always concerned that people are getting all the nutrition required. With plant-based eating, whichever variation you are following, I worry that people may not get enough protein. So, in today's video, I will share the varieties of ways that you can get protein in your diet, even if you're following a plant-based diet that does not include protein superstars like dairy, eggs, and fish. Legumes, beans, peas, and lentils are a high fiber protein source that can easily replace meat at your meal. I refer to these as beans with benefits because beans help blunt spikes in blood sugar, and studies have shown they continue to keep post-meal blood sugar readings regulated up to 5 hours later. An important note here is that there are carbohydrates in beans. After all, that's how we account for the great source of fiber. In a 1/2 cup cooked serving of beans, there are 8 grams of protein, 21 grams of carbohydrate, 6 grams fiber, and 1 gram fat. Vegetarian burgers are another option for getting protein, but all veggie burgers are not created equal. Please check the nutrition facts label so you know the amount of carbohydrate, protein, and fat. Be aware that some of the burgers will have saturated fat, and being at a higher risk for heart disease, it's best to keep your saturated fat intake low. Tofu, a curd made from soybeans. It's very mild in taste that picks up the flavor of other ingredients in the recipe. Soft tofu can be used in soups, sauces, and desserts, and firmer tofu works well in stir fries. A 3-ounce serving contains 8 grams of protein, 2 grams of carb, 2 grams fiber, and 4.5 grams of fat. Tempeh is also derived from soy. It's made from fermented soybeans, has a distinct flavor and meaty, chewy texture like ground beef. It can be used in curries, chilies, sandwiches, and stir fries. 6 slices contain 11 grams of protein, 14 grams of carbohydrate, 5 grams fiber, and 3.5 grams of fat. Edamame, also a source of soy protein that can be used to top salads in soups or stews, or also can be used as a protein snack. This whole package of edamame has 9 grams of protein, 7 grams of carb, and 4 grams of fiber. 1/3 cup of these dry roasted edamame contain 14 grams of protein, 9 grams of carb, and 6 grams of fiber. Seitan, made from wheat gluten, can be used for making roasts or for replacing strips or chunks of meat in recipes such as fajitas, stews, or stir fries. A 3-ounce portion contains 16 grams of protein, 10 grams carb, and 2 grams fat. Textured vegetable protein, TVP, is also a soy product made of defatted soybeans. And it provides a great substitute for ground meat. 1/4 cup contains 13 grams of protein, 9 grams of carb, 5 grams of fiber, and no fat. Hemp seeds offer an easy way to add protein, but not much carb to your meal. I add this to my oatmeal to boost my protein in the morning. 3 tablespoons offers 10 grams protein with only 1 to 2 grams of carbohydrate. Plant-based protein milks. There are several plant-based milks on the market. If we're looking to get the best protein per serving, I suggest choosing the dairy-free milks that contain at least 8 grams of protein per serving. And personally, I like choosing those that are low in carb, 1 gram or less than 1 gram per serving. The key here is to look at the nutrition facts label to make sure you are getting a good source of protein. All plant-based milks are not created equal. I would say there are several great sources of protein that you can include in your plant-based eating plan, but I left out a few. Do you know what they are? Please comment on my YouTube channel here. What is the grouping of food that has a great source of plant-based protein that I left out? Here's a hint. It's one of my favorites to use as a snack or part of a meal. Until next time, cheers to your health.